It was one thing encouraging its Priscilla and Jumajux on their love at first sight quest, but it was a whole other thing convincing Queen Mother to allow a big-time Tanzanian artist date her only daughter and prized possession, Priscilla.
Chiomagoodhair hint how she convinced Iyabo Ojo to accept Jumajux.
At the time, we didn't have any Tanzanian ties, nor had we been there. It all just seemed so far-fetched. But the little time I spent around Juma in Rwanda was enough for me to know that he was a good man with a good heart that was absolutely smitten by Prissy from the jump. It wasn't easy convincing Iyabo. I remember walking all the way from Oxford Circus to the end of Knightsbridge, almost 2 hours, trying to convince her. And after that, she would call every hour saying, "But Choma, this blog said this, and that blog said that." And I would say, "But you and I know most gossip blogs are inaccurate and unfounded." Plus, I had grilled Juma enough in Rwanda when he expressed his profound interest in my little sister. So as God would have it, I had solid answers for every single one of Iyabo's concern. Shortly after that, she said, well, if she is going to date him, then he better be ready to marry her. And I said, I promise you he will. He told me he wanted to marry her on day 1. Like a joke, we started planning the wedding on this call. This was August 2024. It was so funny because they had just become official boyfriend and girlfriend. And here we were speaking the actual details of a wedding into existence. Iyabo was saying they must come to Nigeria to take her, and then we can do one in their country too. I was laughing at first because of how detailed she was being, but then I quickly got serious because anyone who truly knows Iyabo knows how prophetic she is. Whatever she speaks with her mouth comes to pass, just as she says it. Fast forward, barely 3 months later, we started planning an actual wedding. The JP 2025 you've all come to be part of. Iyabo Ojo, I want to also honor you today for the incredible human that you are. This wedding has truly proved how loved you are, and I'm happy that nations are calling you blessed. Thank you for handing over Priscilla to me as my little sister, the way you have taken me as your own little sister.
Make her more proud.
Part 2. I remember the last season of the reality show we were on. They called you a villain because you put certain people in their places based on how you perceived they treated me, either on or off camera. You didn't care about the repercussions but chose to defend and protect me without me ever having to ask. I am who I am to Priscilla today because of who you've been to me. When my business spaces were being censored, you were the first person there. You showed up barefaced and head-tied and fought with me till the very end and at the highest level of government. I never even posted this because it was too. But if God has used me to make this union possible, then know that He is only blessing you back for the heart that you have. You entrust me with so much, and as much as it may sometimes require, I do not take the raw opportunity for granted. I typically wouldn't speak about anything I do for anyone as it's not in my nature to, but I respect and I appreciate your gratitude. Guys, she said, see, this traditional wedding is my wedding, so please allow me invite as many people and do it the way I want. Oh, one besta. You guys can have the white wedding. So do whatever you want with that one. I'm not involved. And we said, say less. I love you, Iyabo Ojo. And I'm so glad we never listened to the naysayers that tried to destroy our bond, but instead have gone on to become family for life now. Congratulations once again.